Discuss about YouTube applications as a tool for English language learning pronunciation. This topic will be delivered by Wada Amani Zaman, Livia Rahayu Nurhusaeni, Putri Adhela Vieta Heryana, Firly Armanda, Salma Sahrul Ramadan from Universitas Siliwangi. Your time is 15 minutes. Are you ready, guys?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, the screen is yours.
Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Universitas Siliwangi with a title article, YouTube applications as a tool for English language learning, pronunciation improvement among Indonesian university students on English education major. As you can see on the screen, here are our members. Next, please. Wait a moment, there's an error. We're gonna take it again. Okay, let's get started again. I'm sorry for the error. Okay, the first is issue on the background of the study. The issue, Indonesian students may face several challenges when developing their pronunciation in English. Some students may have difficulties pronouncing specific sounds. English has sounds that may not exist in Indonesian, such as sounds in words like think and this. Pronouncing these sounds accurately can be challenging for Indonesian students. Other than that, pronunciations of vowel sounds also becomes a challenge. English has a wide range of vowel sounds that may not match those in Indonesia. Students may struggle with distinguishing and reproducing these sounds accurately, leading to pronunciation errors. Besides that, although word stress and intonations has become one of the challenges, Indonesian students may find it challenging to identify and reproduce the correct stress patterns and intonations in English word sentences. The next is gap. In English language learning, pronunciation is often best acquired through the method of exemplifications or imitations. Typically, instructors provide examples of correct English pronunciations, which students then attempt to mimic. However, this approach can sometimes be inadequate, particularly when English instructors in Indonesia are often non-native speakers with local educational backgrounds. Such traditional teaching methods may not fully optimize pronunciations learning. This is where the incorporation of creative, modern, and innovative learning tools becomes essential. And last point is focus. In terms of improving pronunciation skills, YouTube offers a ton of language resources, from tutorials by experts to real-life speech examples. The students can watch and mimic how native speakers talk. This back and forth learning helps them understand the subtle ties of pronunciations. Additionally, YouTube is easy to use and flexible, fitting into students' schedules and letting them learn at their own pace. Let's move into the research question. What Indonesian university students perceive about the effectiveness of YouTube applications in improving their pronunciation skills in English, and also the objectives. The purpose of this study is to explore Indonesian university students' perceptions regarding the effectiveness of YouTube applications in improving their pronunciation skills in English. This will enable researchers to determine whether YouTube as an English learning tool truly provides benefits in enhancing their skills or not. Okay, probably that should be enough for me. I'll give it to the next presenter.
All right, thank you. So I'd like to presenting the literature review for our research article. This section provides an overview of existing studies related to our topic. First, let's begin with an overview of the key concepts central to our research. There are pronunciation and YouTube. First, pronunciations. Election in 2016 described pronunciation as the way an English sound is produced. Additionally, Nurhusaeni 2020 emphasized the importance of clear pronunciation for effective communication. Second, YouTube. YouTube serves as a valuable learning tool, empowering students to learn independently through its platform by Rahmatika et al. 2021. Next, We'll discuss significant studies conducted in our field. First study by Wahyuni and Sami, 2021. This study explored YouTube as a learning tool and found that YouTube significantly enhanced students' English speaking skills by providing access to diverse content and native speakers. Second study by Mainawati et al. 2020. This study focused on YouTube as a learning tool and found that students can improve their pronunciation and intonation by imitating speakers on YouTube. These studies provide valuable insights and help us understand the current state of research in our area. Okay, next slide. I'd like to explain about the methodology used in our research study. First, research design. Our study employs a qualitative research method. This approach is chosen to deeply explore and understand the perspective and experiences of our participants in a nuanced manner. Second, techniques of data collection. We utilize two primary techniques for data collection: questionnaire and semi-structured interviews. The questionnaires consist of 11 questions and the interview includes 9 questions. The questionnaire provides us with a broad overview of the participants' views, while the semi-structured interviews allowed for more in-depth discussions and insights. Third, techniques of data analysis. For data analysis, we adopted a thematic analysis approach. This method helped us identify recurring themes, patterns, and insights emerging from the interview transcripts, providing a comprehensive understanding of the data. Fourth, participants' demographics. Our participants were 3 undergraduate students from non-English education majors at Indonesian universities located in Tasikmalaya. These participants were aged between 19 and 23 years old. And last, sample size. We used pervasive sampling to select our participants. This method allowed us to intentionally choose 3 individuals who met specific criteria and also willingness. The criteria are those who often use YouTube and believe YouTube can improve the pronunciation skill. That's all from me. I'll give it to the next presenter. Livia, the time is yours.
Well, so much. And first, I would like to explain of our findings. The first is challenges in finding tutorials. Our research, all participants mentioned several challenges in finding tutorials, including content quality, language availability, distraction, and boredom with the presenters. And here, one of the statements from our participants. Based on these responses, YouTube has the potential to be a challenge in maximizing its effectiveness in improving pronunciation skill. To overcome this challenge, we can use several steps. First, it is important to choose tutorial from trusted and quality sources to ensure accurate and reliable content. Second, utilize YouTube features such as playlists and bookmarking to help students stay focused on the learning objectives. And the third, seeking tutorial with engaging presenters who are enthusiastic and able to maintain students' attention throughout the learning process. And move on to the benefit of YouTube. Based on the interview result, it showed that YouTube offers significant benefits, including access to various learning resources, rapid improvement in pronunciation skill, and improve communication skill, expand knowledge, and increase self-confidence. And here, as you can see, there is one of the statements from our participant regarding the benefit of YouTube. From this statement, student A emphasized that the use of YouTube allows users to get benefit from various sources that may not be accessible through traditional learning method. So using YouTube is useful for enriching their learning experience and developing their pronunciation skill for academic or professional purpose. Next slide. And here, experience with YouTube. Based on the finding regarding experience with YouTube, all participants have used YouTube as a tool for language learning, especially pronunciation. And all of them, they felt that YouTube is very influential as a learning medium to improve their pronunciation skill. In addition, participant experiences stated that YouTube was effective in facilitating the improvement of pronunciation skill and as the main source in their language learning journey. The second, motivation for using YouTube. Based on student responses, It showed that the motivation to use YouTube to improve pronunciation skill is because the learning strategies among students who are prioritize interactive and auditory learning experiences. So it is important to incorporate interactive and technology-based resources into the learning process. And the third perceive is of funding resources. Based on the responses, the participants reflect a positive outlook on the accessibility of YouTube as learning a resource. And it seems that YouTube supports students in improving pronunciation skill. And the next material will be delivered by Wada, Amani, Zaman. Please, time is yours.
Thank you, Livia. So, the next finding and discussion is trust in tutorial accuracy. The study revealed varying perspectives on the trustworthiness among participants. While one participant emphasized the importance of considering the expertise and credibility of content creators before trusting tutorials, the majority expressed a high level of trust in the content available on YouTube. These participants believe that content creators carefully consider the accuracy of their presentations. Many tutorials on YouTube are good and accurate, although some may be less reliable. And next, quality of contents. Student perspectives on the quality of YouTube pronunciation content vary. Student A values clear, well-structured content from credible sources with expertise in linguistics or speaking skills. Student B appreciate YouTube diverse content, particularly for learning slang and unique pronunciation not easily found elsewhere. In contrast, student C finds some content repetitive, expressing a need for more diverse and engaging materials to sustain interest. And last, engagement with content. Students engage with YouTube pronunciation content differently. Student A rarely engages beyond liking, focusing more on other social media. Student B occasionally likes but avoids commenting to maintain anonymity. Student C is a passive viewer, only sharing if necessary for others' benefit. Next is about implication for language teaching and learning. First, practical implication for language educators. Language educators can enhance pronunciation instruction by integrating YouTube into their teaching methods. This involves selecting engaging content that caters to different learning preferences and provides additional resources for students to practice pronunciation effectively. Second, recommendation for classroom practice. Educators should use research findings to incorporate YouTube videos into classroom activities. They should carefully evaluate the credibility of YouTube sources to ensure quality content. Additionally, creating personalized pronunciation playlists can help tailor learning materials into students' individual needs and preferences. And last, potential impact on student learning outcome. Utilizing YouTube recommendation can significantly benefit students' pronunciation skills, confidence, and motivation. This can lead to broader language proficiency gains, such as improved listening comprehension and oral communication skills. That's all from me. I give it to the next presenter. Time is yours.
All right, thank you. Next, challenges and limitations. Just there are some challenges and limitations. For the challenges, there are difficulties in finding participants to be interviewed. In this case, it may be that each individual to be interviewed may lack the interest or time to be interviewed. And besides, finding participants who are willing to be interviewed, recruiting the participants themselves is also a challenge. Lack of effective communication or low response rates. And for the limitation, there are small size sample and potential biases in participant selections. In our research involving 3 participants, the 3 participants were selected based on a line with our research criteria regarding YouTube application to improve in pronunciation among students. And there are also sessions such as track participant progress over a long period of time. Limited of with methods and larger number of participants. Following participants for a longer period of time can provide richer data, then compare the effectiveness of YouTube with other research methods. Can provide a more clear YouTube's strengths and weaknesses. Also, increasing number of participants can increase the reliability and generalizability of the research. Next slide. All right, next is conclusion. In our conclusion, our research underscores the transformative impact of digital platforms such as YouTube for improving English pronunciation skills among Indonesian university students, with key themes emerging from the research including easy to understand content, technological accessibility, and the availability of diverse learning resources on YouTube, and emphasizing the need for continued research to optimize pedagogical strategies and meet evolving educational needs. Next. And as you can see, these are the references in our article. Next. All right, that's all from our group presentation, and maybe we can continue to the Q&A session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the second presenters. It's insightful presentation. That's very informative. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have completed the presentation session. So it's time for us to enter the Q&A session. So we have 20 minutes in the session. We highly encourage your active participation. So please feel